Silver Surfer number 71, released in 1992, witnessed an epic confrontation between Silver Surfer and Morg, the brutal herald of Galactus. The book opens in deep space, with Galactus saying that Surfer was his first attempt at true creation, but he was flawed by the compassion that led him to betray Galactus. He also thought that Nova would serve him faithfully forever, but she too turned against him, so he created Morg, a herald in his own image. Morg attacks Surfer, remarking that Galactus has commanded him to remove him, but Surfer knocks him away and tells him that he doesn't know much about Galactus and doesn't know much about him either. Galactus orders Morg to capture Surfer, who tells Morg that he follows no one's orders anymore, but Morg proves powerful enough to subdue Surfer, who demands to be released and asks Galactus about Nova. Galactus says that he doesn't care about Nova anymore, but her disobedience showed him that he needed a new herald, who is unfettered by weakness or doubt, and Morg is that herald, whose devotion is absolute. Surfer tells Galactus that he needs a butcher, and not a herald, but Galactus says that he will tolerate his interference no more, and that he will hide his ship from Surfer's senses. Galactus leaves Surfer to Morg, who hits him from behind, but Surfer tells Morg that he is no match to Galactus' most powerful herald. Morg says that Galactus granted him power nearly comparable to Surfer, and that he has been dealing death all his life and doesn't hold back. Morg blasts Surfer and knocks him down, and tells him not to interfere with Galactus again, but Surfer tells Morg with faint voice that he will not yield to him, forcing Morg to beat him some more, and to warn him that he will kill him if he dares to cross paths again. The unconscious Surfer floats aimlessly in space until he wakes up later on and recalls what happened. He didn't expect Morg to be that powerful, remarking that Galactus gave him enough power to murder on planetary scale, but Galactus and Morg left without any trace to track them. Meanwhile, Morg lands on an alien planet and reports to Galactus that this planet will rejuvenate him, revealing that he killed almost the planet's entire population. Galactus says that he will implement the siphoning process and orders Morg to return to the ship. But before returning to the ship, Morg wants to know why the aliens are trying to protect this cave with their lives. Morg kills the aliens and gets into the cave to find a priest praying. He picks up the priest and demands to know about this place. The priest tries to resist, but Morg threatens to kill him along with his people. The priest says that this is the well of life and that they worship it, but do not know where it came from, revealing that it is a great source of power and healing. Morg kills the priest and takes a bath in the well of life, which augments his power cosmic, then emerges sometime later, feeling great power of cosmic and mystic combine in his veins, which enables him to destroy this planet and any who oppose him. Galactus then initiates the siphoning process, while Morg says that the planet's core is opened for Galactus to siphon its energies. But Surfer finally arrives after he gathered other heralds to confront Morg, who vows to kill Surfer this time. Surfer offers Morg the chance to surrender, but Morg blasts the heralds, revealing that his power has been augmented than before, thanks to the Well of Life. Terrax tells Surfer that they have no chance defeating Morg, and that he has to talk to Galactus to convince him to take the power cosmic from Morg. Surfer reluctantly leaves the heralds behind and goes to see Galactus, who tells him to leave, or he will summon Morg, but Surfer tells him that Morg is busy fighting the other heralds. Galactus tries to blast Surfer, who fights back and strikes Galactus, urging him to admit the error he made, and tells him to depower Morg before he rains down more death on the universe. Galactus hits Surfer and tells him that his will can't be questioned, but Surfer tells him that his arrogance knows no bounds, and that he chose a monster to receive the power cosmic, and that killing him won't solve the problem of Morg. Surfer says that Morg will destroy Galactus heralds if he doesn't intervene, and that if they fall, they will not be the last to confront Morg, whose murderous intent will not be allowed to run rampant. Other heroes will gather to oppose Galactus and his herald, and there will always be conflict as long as Morg has the power cosmic, and Galactus will never know peace. Galactus finally decides to spare Surfer and stop Morg, who manages to take down the heralds one after the other. Terrax engages Morg, who destroys his axe and knocks him down. Nova interferes and blasts Morg, saving Terrax. Surfer arrives and tells Nova that he is glad she is unharmed, but Morg blasts her from behind and fatally wounds her, enraging Surfer, who tells Morg that not even his power can save her now. Morg tells Surfer that he will be happy to help him join Nova, but Galactus interferes at that moment and tells Morg that he is disappointed because he destroyed one of his heralds, and that decision is not Morg to take. He removes the power cosmic from Morg, demanding not to be bothered with his herald's conflicts anymore. Surfer blasts Morg, vowing to avenge the death of Nova, but Morg fights back, vowing to kill Surfer. Terrax interferes and hits Morg, who tosses him at Surfer, but Airwalker and Firelord attack Morg, while Terrax picks up Morg's cosmic axe and blasts him, urging Surfer to join them. Surfer refuses to kill Morg because that would make him as murderous as he is, but still accepts to aid them in defeating him. Terrax tells Surfer that Morg killed Nova, and Surfer says that Morg must be punished for that, but he will not descend to his level and becomes a murderer. Terrax doesn't agree with Surfer and strikes Morg with his axe and kills him. Surfer berates Terrax for killing Morg and accuses him of being as much of an executioner as Morg himself. Terrax says that he never said he wasn't, but with his way, it's finally over. So that was how Morg became Galactus' most powerful and brutal herald, and how he swiftly fell and lost all the power he gained. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching, and have a nice one.